when creation needed to happen, which needed three important factors. One, which is Bhagavan, let's call him Krishna, needed to create. And for you to create anything, you need three aspects of power. For example, I am walking down the road and somebody or I myself wanted to show that, I have power. I myself wanted to enjoy my power. So I will go there, I see 50 kilo weight out there. I decide, let me manifest my power. Now there are three things required for this. Okay. First thing is my needing to manifest this power in form of desire. I desire to actually show that power out. This desire itself is a power. You see, it's called Ichcha Shakti. Ichcha means desire. And then I should also know how to manifest that power. I should know that with my hands I have to lift it to show my power. So I should have what is called as knowledge. It's called Jnana, knowledge. And third is the power of activity, which is the actual doing. Okay. So when we go to any of the Vishnu temples, especially if you go to a temple, where there is a shrine of Vishnu as a Vaikuntha, which is the highest state of Bhagavan as per Vaishnavas, there Vishnu has three Devis, or he has three consorts. We call them as Sri Devi, Bhu Devi, and the third one you may not know, called Neela Devi. Sri Devi is the power of knowledge. Neela Devi is the power of desire and joy. And Bhuma Devi is the power of activity. So to give, technical terms, Neela Devi is Radharani for us. She is called Hladini Shakti or Ichcha Shakti. Our Sri Devi is Jnana Shakti. And our Bhu Devi is called Kriya Shakti. So whatever Bhagavan does on a macro scale to create, we being a part and particle of Bhagavan also follow the same three steps for us to create something in our own little way. Let me give you a very trite example. Suppose somebody brought you a Lego set for you to make an helicopter, for example. I've seen that in many of your homes. So when somebody gives that set and you have the set with you, first thing for you to create an helicopter is to have a desire, isn't it? So somebody might have invested $1,000 and given you a Lego set. But you may say, I'm not interested. Why? Because you don't find joy in it. And so you don't desire that. So first step I need to take is to have a desire to create a helicopter. First step. That's called our Ichcha Shakti or Hladini Shakti of Bhagavan. So I'm using me as a very infinitesimal aspect of divinity, doing a very banal stuff. But with this, you can understand the macro scale, isn't it? Once I have the desire, is that enough? The second thing I need is, how do I make an helicopter? Thankfully, it comes with a blueprint. Okay, it says this is step 1, step 2, step 3. Even helicopter making happens in a very evolutionary way. You first make the blades, then you make the stand, then you make the body of the helicopter, then you make the small little fan on the back of that, the propeller in the back and all that. Then you have the fitting of the blades. So you do it step by step. Okay. Second step, as I said, is knowledge. So there is this blueprint I see, and then I start understanding how to do it. The third thing which I need to do is actually do it. So I should have the strength to pick up the parts. With the knowledge and the desire supporting this strength, I start building the helicopter. I may have the strength, but if I don't have the knowledge, I can't do anything. I can have the knowledge and strength, but without desire and the joy in it, I won't do anything. Which is the reason why we as Krishna Bhaktas celebrate Radharani as the supreme aspect of Bhagavan's consort. There is only one God. When that one God decides to create, he needs a very different desire. He needs a very different knowledge. He needs a very different power. And when he has to get into the job or the actual act of creation, when he takes that power, when he takes that knowledge, and when he takes that desire, that person, we give a name to that person, we call it Brahma. Now it's the same Krishna who, being Krishna, has decided to actually create. So he has taken creative desire, creative knowledge, creative power. We call it Brahma. The same Krishna has to protect also. So Brahma exists now. It is like an avatar. And that avatar is called Brahma. And we have a technical name for such avatar. It's called Guna Avataram. You see. And then when Bhagavan decides to protect, he has the desire for protection. He has the power of protection. And he also has the knowledge of protection. All these three Shaktis together, that is what we call as Vishnu, or Krishna Vishnu. And then finally, when it has to go back to its original state, it has to finally be disassembled and sort of taken in again. He has taken the desire for dissolution. He has taken the knowledge for dissolution. And finally, he has taken the power to dissolve everything. And that entity, we call it as Shiva, you see, or Rudra. This is all as per Bhagavat. All the three, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, are seen as Guna avatars of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Bhagavan Sri Krishna is conscious.